Welcome to the Psychedelic Tea Chat. I'm April Rameé, and I'm here to talk to you about the psychedelic journey called life and how that connects you to the herbs. And that's what I call psychedelic herbalism. So let's get into it today. I want to talk about self love. A lot of the times, self love or self care is seen as taking baths, taking care of oneself, going on a date. And while all of these things are really amazing, and I believe strongly in those practices, that is what they are. They are practices. Self love, though, however, requires three things from you, amongst others. But the top three things are becoming willing to accept yourself for who you are, to live authentically from your space and who you are, knowing your mission, and to honor your mission, your body, your soul, and your spirit. And so we're going to get into those three today and why they're so important. So the first one that's really important is learning how to accept who you are. In our culture today, it is pushed down as we're growing up to become something different, to live a certain style of lifestyle, to have these dreams of education or being seen in particular ways by other people in our community. What has been missed is the ability to know our true gift from when we were born. And I was in a class today with Marina Cruz, who's the daughter of Tata Pedro. In the Mayan cosmology, there's this idea of being able to be born and the elders knowing your gift. And so sometimes this is forgotten. This is what is missing in our life. So we're wandering through life in being young and having our way of how we like to express ourselves and be, and that being pigeonholed, compartmentalized, told to be quiet, told to be pushed away. And so all of our life, we're learning how to not be our true selves. So accepting yourself is the first key to becoming and understanding self-love. Because if you're not able to accept who you are, is anyone going to be able to accept you? That is very important. So I want you to take a moment and think about all the times that you were told to be different. Where was that? Where was that located? Where was that information given to you? And then decide, do you still want to live that? Are you trying to live your mission and your purpose? Are you accepting the version of yourself that you are? Think about what your mission appears to be at this moment in time and what are your gifts and your strengths. So, most of the time, what I've uncovered is that my gifts happen to be the thing that is the most uncomfortable for me to be. For me to be too loud, for me to be really truthful, for me to have a lot of energy, for me to share what's really on my mind, and to go into the depths of information of my soul, of my psyche, and others. I'm willing to go in. I have so much passion for what's perceived as darkness or perceived as something that wants to be hidden from the world. Once you have uncovered what those gifts are and you've written them down, start to begin to think about how do you feel when you read those back to yourself? Does it feel comfortable? Are they the things that you got in trouble for? Then, when the next step is to start living authentically yourself, start leaning into these supposed shadows, these supposed wrong actions of way of being. So, for me, being too much and too vibrant and too spastic in wanting to go so deep was always something in an area that I got in trouble with. In school, I was always told, oh, I'm an amazing student, but I talk too much. I'm interested in everyone else but the class. And now I use it as my gift. Now I lean into it. How can I be even more authentically that person who goes up when I have the inkling and the information that says I should talk to this person? Despite the fact of being an introvert, it's like, I really need to talk to this person. There's something that comes over me that overrides my desire to stay small. And I want to talk to someone, or I want to show up or expose myself or make a performance. when it seems an inappropriate time. And the more I lean into that, the more I've had feedback from people saying, thank you so much. Thank you for doing that in that moment. I really needed to hear that. I really needed to see that. That really challenged something that I wanted, that I was thinking for myself. And I didn't realize I was holding on to a belief that no longer was supporting me in the future. So learning how to live authentically has brought forward more people in my world that want what I have to offer, my gifts. And in the same time, it has pushed away a lot of people that I thought I wanted to be around, or a lot of people that I really perceived would be energetically appropriate for my life. And I started to realize that those were built on false ideas of what I thought something should look like. And instead, when I've lived authentically through myself, I began to have more life experiences, more people in my life that truly get it, that truly love what I have to offer, that are here and present and waiting for what's important. And maybe the group of people is smaller, but it's definitely more authentic, more real, and more amazing. And I feel inspired to continue to love myself, to have this love for who I am. And so that goes to the last step, is honoring your body, your soul, your spirit, and your essence. And this is where those tools come in, right? Taking a bath, honoring rest. All of these little self-care routines are fitting in this place where you're honoring your body. For me, it's been herbs. Right now, I'm drinking cacao. That's the plant that I'm drinking. And I drink this one every single day. And this plant continues to give me more information about how to live from my heart, how to be present with who I am, how to be present with my mission. And as I continue to drink it every day, more information comes through. More people come through, more elders come through, more ways to honor my body and my soul and my spirit come through. I'm also able to let go more of things that don't belong to me. And this is where honoring yourself really comes in, because when you're rested, when you're taking the necessary baths or cleaning yourself, spiritually hygienic and emotionally, and then also on top of that, you are, cleaning your body and your spirit, then you're cleaning out any residual in people, spaces, negative energy that doesn't belong to you. So then you're able to really honor your body and your spirit. Then you're able to step into other techniques that help support you. Rest is a big one, being able to sleep. And the sleep doesn't have to look like 8 hours of sleep. Rest looks like taking time for yourself without technology, without distractions, to just be present with who you are in the moment. Then there's feeding yourself, making sure you're eating what's appropriate for you. There's no one diet out there that's for everyone, right? So what nourishes you? Being able to be present and living authentically yourself, then you'll be able to come more in tune with what feeds you appropriately. And that's where herbs come in as well. So I wanted to give this psychedelic tea chat back on the board, getting it back out here, and starting with self-love and the true self-love, which starts with accepting who you are. And this path of acceptance is for the rest of your life. I've been on this path for a long time, for decades, and I'm always coming back to this lesson of loving myself, accepting myself. How do I go further into the most authentic version? How do I live even more unapologetically myself? What does that look like? How does that navigate? How do I test it out? And that's what life's all about. It's a testing game. This is the psychedelic journey of life, is testing out. All right, what if I live authentically myself in every single moment right now? Or what if I live authentically myself when I'm most afraid to do it? What happens? Right? And that's where we begin to be able to have those lessons. We begin to have psychedelic journeys. We begin to integrate ourself into our life. And that is the key to integration, is who are you? What do you know? What is your gnosis? And that's the psychedelic herbalism method. right? Utilizing plants to support us in our gnosis so that we show up in the world authentically ourselves, so we can present who we are and we can live psychedelically without any inputs that are not truly who we are. With our idea of the self-love and self-appreciation, I want to offer some sound for you to go in and meditate and think about who you are most authentically and what is the most scary thing that you want to implement and integrate into your life today. What is it that is in your character that people have shamed you for or made you feel guilty for? And let's embody it, integrate it, and bring it in. So as I'm playing the flute, I want you to imagine that version of yourself, the one that lives from that gift. What does it look like to live from that space? All right, let's go into it. Bringing in that self of you that is present, aligned, and for you. We'll end it with a little bit of smudging, bringing forward the new energy of yourself in this moment. Please comment below if you have any questions or thoughts or ideas and you want to expand upon it, or you want me to talk about something else in the psychedelic tea chat. I am here for it.